I'm gonna record this and put this on YouTube later. Pretty sure this is gonna tap me in a second. Did y'all take that move or no?
I took it.
And where did yesterday close at? Because the market will be open up very soon. Regular trading hours. There is going to be a gap. There will be a gap from where yesterday closed up and where we are. So, because of that gap, I'll be looking for, I guess, what I'm expecting price to do, or what I would be expecting price to do, is to go like this and then go into that gap. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. So, if you think about where we currently are, right? Where we currently are, we're somewhere like right here, right? So, if we were to open anywhere in this range, I don't know. Let's just say we hit this before 9:30. Don't know if we'll hit it before 9:30, but let's just say we do, right? Then 50% will give us the same exact entry again. It will give us the same exact entry, kind of almost. We're kind of like in a kind of like at an entry for a sale. That was an entry for a sale, and that was a stop loss. And then we had an entry for a call. And this was a stop loss. So where this candle closes at in 4 minutes and 12 seconds is going to be key because price action was playing in between this entry right here, which we already closed above. So I'm expecting price to take out that stop loss, right? We already closed above there. That would have been the entry for a sale. So I would have been thinking that price was going to hit this. And this is for everybody who went short right here. They should be trying to get out of that, get out of their positions. About 17 minutes before the market opens. Apparently still down in this call. But like I said, we're at a space where you take the call at it where we took it at. Here's our stop loss. And then you had the selling entry right here. They kind of made us travel down, but I'm still expecting for price to take out that stop loss, all because this candle closed higher than 18,026.25. So what did this candle just do just now?
Close inside the entry.
Leon, huh?
Close inside the entry.
It closed inside the entry. So guess what? I closed my position.
Yeah, I'm out too.
So now we kind of got the channel. We got this right here. I'm gonna mark this off. This might be a channel kind of in this sense because both of those blue spots are going to get hit. So I didn't really like that we traded it so far down because I think at one point I was down like 40 something dollars. But I was kind of expecting price to continue to keep going higher after hitting that. And so by allowing me to break even, I was able to get out of that trade with very small loss. And I think I actually got profits on it. But I've already identified 18038 because that got to get hit and 17990.25. Both of these need to be hit. So we got 14 minutes before 9:30. Still waiting for 9:30. And then we have consumer confidence at 10 o'clock. So 8:30, we had durable goods. That's the news that came out right here. That pushed price higher. What direction do y'all think price is going to trade today? What color candle is the day going to be? Or do y'all anticipate the day is going to be? Green or red? It's going to be one of these two colors. What color do y'all think it's going to be? What color is it going to be when we close? Right now it's green.
I'm thinking we might close red after we take out that target up above.
So you think it's going to go red?
Yeah, after we take out the target, the 18063,
So how many hours are in a day?
6 hours for the trading day.
You said how many, Dion?
When you said a day, you mean like the New York market or just in total?
Yeah,
23 hours,
for the entire day. How many hours
23,
are in a day? Huh?
23 trading hours,
20, how many?
23 trading hours.
23 hours. There's 7 hours and 41 minutes left of this candle. So for the first, let's say, what is that? 15. Yeah, for the first 15 hours of the day, what color is the candle been?
Then green.
Green. There's only 7 hours left. So you believe that in the next 7 hours and 40 minutes, that's going to wipe away all these gains and make it red?
Nah, no, you put it that way. Still put the green.
I mean, I'm just asking. I'm just asking. It's okay if you do.
I think we're gonna have a pullback. It may not be in it may not end the day red, but I believe we're gonna have a pullback.
So I thought today was going to be a doji, right? I thought today was going to be a doji candle. And that's kind of like what I told you guys yesterday, market recap. So you see, yesterday we still ended the day green, but we traded up here and then came back down, right? So I think today's going to be another green doji. But the body, the size of the body is going to matter. Right now, this body right here is much larger than yesterday's body, right? And when we really think about it, when you really think about it, this was the entry for sales here, and this was the stop loss for sales, right? The first close happened here, And I told you when you close above the entry, the stop loss eventually gets hit, right? So as long as we're trading in between 911 and 8121, I'm always expecting price to want to keep hitting 8121, no matter how many times it hits it. I keep wanting to see price hit this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm still expecting price to trade up today. Right. We have a fair value gap that's on the daily. That's right here. This is the fair value gap right there. And we've had 1 day find it as support, 2 days find it as support, and now the third day is finding it as support. So if it keeps finding support and not even reaching 50%, there's no way that I can expect that this is going to be a bearish day. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We will have to close inside of there. And the way the market's moving right now,
Yeah. That's not gonna happen.
right? The way the market's going up, it's kind of like it's still playing like in this channel, right? And I already identified the channel. So still playing in this channel. You kind of see the 4 hour channel. I've already gave you guys this, and it can hit. It'll probably still hit this and hit this. This closes at 10 o'clock. So at 10 o'clock, this candle is going to close. It's probably going to leave a fair value gap. So I'll probably mark that off. Right, that's going to leave a fair value gap right there. Um, Depending on what color candle this is when it closes. If it closes green or red, I don't know. It's a doji right now. So we have 10 o'clock news very soon. So 10 o'clock news is going to be whether it decides to trade back down into this fair value gap, right? So maybe trade back down, even fill in the fair value gap and then going higher. That would allow for price action to hit this blue line and hit this blue line, right? Because I told you got to hit both. But what happens next in that next 4 hours is pretty much going to determine the day, right? What happens next in that next 4 hours. And right now, that 1 hour did give us our entry here to play it up. We're just waiting for 9:30. Because like I said, we're gonna have a gap up in the morning from where we closed at yesterday. There's gonna be a gap from where we closed to where this opens. Because all this right here you won't see it. So if I just put a line right here, this is where current price is. And I go to regular trading hours. There's gonna be a gap. And usually when we see those gaps, price tries to fill them. Now, price did not try to fill this one whatsoever. But like this gap came, price tried to fill it at the beginning of the day. You can see it took a couple of days when this gap was created for price to come back up, fill that gap, and then it dropped down. You got 6 minutes before the market opens. And I'm glad I got out of that call um, because if I didn't get out, when price gave me this opportunity to get out, I would be red in that call right now. Jay Ray, you got a mic? Reese, how you doing over there?
Yeah, not bad. Only had one trade and one small loss today.
Was that before live trading?
Yeah.
What did you take?
I was looking at the Asian market, so I took one of the can't remember what it is now, option for a call, but it stopped out at like $6. So I closed it and then literally 30, not even 30 seconds later, it flew down to where my stop loss was.
Oh, okay. So you used the rules from where that candle closed. What time frame did you use?
I was on the 15 minute.
Let me see. Was it over here?
I'll just have a look where it is now. Should be a little red arrow. It was
5:45.
I got to change my time zone to yours. It was 18:15. I think I got in at 18:45. I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
all the way over here.
18:45. I got tapped in for the 18:15 candle,
Okay, I see it.
and I
Yep,
left, and then it
yep.
just
I'm right here.
boom.
Yep. So you got in. This stopped in between your entry and your stop loss, and then it immediately took out your stop loss. So that saved you.
Yeah, that's why when it gets to the last 3 seconds, I just hover over cancel.
Yep, that's what I do too. That's kind of like why I say I got out of this because this closed in between my entry and my stop loss. And I was just like, well, I ain't gonna let you take my money. Essentially, I just didn't want to get caught in this choppiness right here when the market opens in 2 minutes. So, like I said, there will be a gap. You got 57 seconds. And let's just see if price wants to trade into that gap. So we got 12 seconds. I'll switch back to regular trading hours real quick and just get ready to prepare my Fibonacci's from where we closed at and where we're going to open. Boom, right there. All right. So that's where we opened. Here we are. We know calls are on discount when it hits that. And look at that. That's 50% right there. So now I can go back to regular trading hours because that candle closed there. I can use 17,990 as an entry. So I'm using the stop loss as my entry. About 50% that fair value gap is my stop loss, just in case he wants to fill that. And I'm still trying to get to my same target up here. So that's what I have going on right now. So I do expect that this stop loss is going to get hit. I just got to wait for it. But that'll put me right into a call. That's about 50% of the gap. So that's when calls are on discount. Price has just been consolidating. This wick is doing a lot of damage. I gave that entry for sales once again, by the way. That same exact entry right there. This candle right here is crazy though. Y'all see all that action that's happening inside this same 15-minute candle, y'all?
Yeah, that's wild.
Like whoever got in the sale right here, they hurt. They got in at the bottom right here. Or they just sitting through a lot of red right now. Like the entry was always up here. Right now, those sales were on discount, getting it up here to try to play it down to 50%. Come on. Come on, hit that stop loss. So real close to hitting that stop loss, hitting that entry. I'm just waiting. I'm not going to take it early because, like I said, there is a fair value gap here. So I don't want to get it too early and risk of it filling that entire fair value gap. But I do want to see it take out this stop loss. So I made the stop loss my entry. So that puts me right into that trade. We went about 70% into the gap. So about $30 negative so far. So first trade of the day, $97. Lose $97. Right? The gap gets filled all the way down here. So that's fine with me. If it wants to fill the entire gap, let it fill the entire gap. So the gap is filled now by hitting 17,961.50. Immediately, all the gains from London and Asian is recovered in the first 15 minutes. So I took that because it worked earlier right here. Same exact stop loss though. See if I can recover back some of that $97 that I gave back after filling that gap. So I was already prepared for that entry. Let's see what happens though. About 90 seconds for this candle to close. So where it decides to close at, it's going to be important to me. So 2 losses in a row trying to do calls, anticipating where this was going to bounce from.
Look
Kept the
at we
losses
bouncing off
relatively
the one
small.
hour.
You said what?
We bouncing off the 1 hour fair value we got over there.
Oh, I see. I didn't see that. I see it now. I did not see that at first. That was it. That was what I should have found right there. But I was on the 15-minute. Let's see if he'll give it to me again. Good catch on that one. So I took kind of like the 15-minute reversal. Meaning that I'm trying to get price. I'm gonna get rid of some of these lines. Right. Meaning that I'm trying to get price to come back up to here. So every action has an opposite and equal reaction. Thank you for telling me about that 1 hour. That kind of helped me out a little bit.
Yeah, man, of course.
So I made about 90 so far on this call. And I'm just going to go over to the 5 minute to see where first kind of like potential take profit level is. It's at 977. But like if I get $100 on this, right, I'm probably just going to pay myself. That way I can dig into some of that loss a little bit. I don't have to make it all back on this first trade, successful trade. But right now, it's successful. Computer being weird. See how that 15-minute candle looks. So then it dropped all the way down. We got our entry. And then on the 1 minute, it gave you an entry for continuation here. Just now. What the hell is my computer doing? 1 second, y'all. Can you get my charger? My computer about to die. Sorry about that. My computer's about to die. Had to charge it up. Um, all right. So what I was explaining, the 1 minute gave you an entry for continuation here. But the stop loss kind of like at my entry. So I'm gonna move my stop loss now to here. So I will break even on this trade. Worst come to worst. I will break even. So what I'm looking at is where this candle decides to close at. Where does this candle decide to close? And actually, you know what? I got my finger on the trigger. I'm about to get out of this. I recovered some of that right there. So I just took a little profit. It gave me something, and it is what it is, right? See green, say green, right? See green, take green. And then give me the full move that I wanted. That's okay. But who knows? Maybe I might be able to get my same entry again which I don't mind taking. So let's see if it'll give me the same entry again. And stop loss. 17,938. And then take profit. Still trying to get to that 18,061. So I took the same exact entry again. It's a little higher than the 1 hour entry, which was here, right? So that was the 1 hour entry. This is the 1 hour stop loss. Just kept that on there. But everybody should be at least attempting calls, like waiting for your entries, not chasing this up here, right? Don't chase this right here. Like at least wait for your entry. But we're still trying to get price to balance out this 15-minute candle. So I hit the first take profit level, which was off the 5 minute. And I know I paid myself a little early, but that was just fear of it wanting to come back down. It was this wick that did it to me. And that's what the problem is sometimes on the 1 minute. But I saw this close happen in between the 1 minute entry and stop loss. And I was like, all right, it looked like it might try to come back to my spot. So like I said, this red line was a take profit level. You kind of see, even though price traded above it, look where the close is, right? It's going to come back down again. So this was a take profit level. On the 5 minute, we can come down as low as here. As low as 973.50. Consumer confidence is in 6 minutes. News comes out in 6 minutes. So 5 minute. Let's see. Y'all see why this was a take profit level, right? Why you should have paid yourself if you were still in that call at 977.50.
Yes, sir.
It was a little late on the trigger, but that was the entry right here at 973, right? 973.50 was the entry for continuations for calls, right? So I'm gonna close out this. I took this off the 5 minute, right? The stop loss for this entry at 973 is right here at 950. So it wasn't a perfect entry. I got 976. I should have got 973. And what matters to me is where this candle decides to close. I'm still trying to get back up to 1811 based off the 15-minute. Right, still trying to get all the way up here. And I'm just digging back into taking profits as they come, right? Nothing special. And notice I'm still only using 3 contracts of MNQ, right? Nothing huge. That way, with these large stop losses, I'm not getting hit with astronomical gain losses, right? Like taking them as they come. Next take profit level is here, right? Right there, that 998.25. So assuming this candle is going to close higher than here, guess what I'm gonna do with my stop loss? because I'm up $78. I'm gonna move my stop loss up to here, right? So that's $100. And like I said, I'm taking, when I see 100, I'm taking it. So I didn't quite get it. I just exit my position, right? That was $100 right there. Quick, fast. Doesn't mean I can't get back in to my trade because I already know that price is going to come back down to 983 anyway. So since it's going to come back down there, I can just take that $100, get back in at 983. And then same exact stop loss right here, right? 960. And then another take profit level, right? Y'all see how like I took that $100 right there. Boom, right? I can see price got to come back to 983 anyway. So why not just take that $100 off the table and get right back in at 983? That makes sense to y'all?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So it's real close to tap me in, which would this will probably be a bounce off the 5 EMA off the 1 minute. Consumer confidence is in 1 minute. All right, so that puts me into the call right there. So I was able to take $100 up here, exit, get back into that trade, have the same exact entry stop loss. News is out now, well, in 5 seconds. And I want to see price continue to ride this 5 EMA up. Bingo, just like that, another $100. And we did hit that take profit level. So look at that. I'm almost at $100. I'm gonna lock in some of that. Boom. Bingo. Look at that. Look at God, y'all. Look at that. Bingo. I'm out of there. $180. Bingo. Oh, I'm gonna go. Let's go. Who catching these calls? Let's go. Let's go. Y'all see me the way I'm working this shit, man. I'm out of there. Oh, this is good. This is a good morning. Y'all catching these calls with me? Y'all quiet, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, let's reset. Let's clear out some of these lines. Let's clear out some of these lines. So what do we have now on the 15-minute, right? We're at an entry for sales right here. Here's your stop loss for sales. So we're at an entry for sales. What the hell? Oh, that's why I'm hitting the wrong button. Sorry. We're at an entry for sales right here. This is an entry for sales. Is anybody taking this? Roy, you taking this entry?
Not yet, but I'm about to. I'm waiting because it was a lot of because of the news.
I got it. I ain't hesitating on it. You go right, you know what I'm saying? It's back to back. Look at that. Look at that. I took it. I wasn't playing with y'all. What that guy say that was in the court? They said, if y'all think I'm here to mess around, god damn it, I'm not. That's another $60 right there. We'll see. It's a little choppy right now. But I took that entry. It was right there in my face. I was like, I'm taking that. Like I already see that price got to come back down to here anyway, right? It already got to come back to 995.25. So I might as well play the sale down to it. That makes sense. What I'm saying, Roy? And that's about to be another. That's close enough to $100. That's what close position. I'm out of there.
Yeah, I got TJ, my bad. But yeah, I got 95 off of it.
You said what?
I had said, yeah, I had heard you, but I got 95 off of it.
Nice job. Rico, I see you in here, man.
I'm here, man.
Jump to these futures. You over there messing around with them options. How much money you and Sammy
I'm trying
made
to see
so
what's going on.
far already since you've been on here?
Sorry?
I made at least 400.
Oh, for one. Yeah, I'm watching.
Danielle, how you doing over there?
I'm good,
You a
actually.
trooper. You a trooper. I tell you what, you working nights and then coming right into live trading. I don't know how you do it, but you
Oxe,
be
não
doing it.
passa?
I don't know how I do it either.
We got you next month. We're gonna be doing this live trading.
I can't wait.
While we sitting right here, today is the 27th. I'm doing this again tomorrow, live trading for free. So share this with whoever you want to know to trade futures or trade options, because this is the same exact chart as the QQQ. The same exact chart. There's no different than what we did, right? Like playing this move up. Look at that move that you could have caught on QQQ from 436 to the same exact target that we just played. So people could do this on options, playing the same thing that we do on NQ, right? It's the same exact chart. So I'm doing this for free because I won't be able to do live trading on Friday and won't be able to teach on Saturday. I have not jumped into another trade. I'm glad I exercised a little patience. I don't think I'm going to take another trade for another 9 minutes and 20 seconds. But that sale is printing. That was an excellent entry, by the way. I'm out of it, though. I ain't touching it. Because right now, technically, this is not a call entry. Why is this not a call entry, y'all? Does anybody know why this is not a call entry?
The current candle's not closed yet.
Yeah, exactly. Because the candle has not closed. If the candle had closed,
Hey, Baba.
I would have
Hope
been
you're
in that
good.
call by now.
Mama, tell me. That's all the stuff? Oh, later. Love you. You gotta.
Sonny, how you doing over there?
Good.
You green for the day?
1,000.
Dion, you still doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
You said 200?
Yeah, I'm good. If you look at the 5 minutes, you don't think it's bouncing off of that gap right there?
I mean, you can try it. If you take it off the 5 minute, then you should have took it, right? Like I didn't see the 5 minute, but if you saw it, you would have been green right now, right?
No,
Like
I
I'm
thought it.
teaching y'all the rules, huh?
Yeah, yeah. No, I saw it after the fact, but I was just wondering your thoughts.
Yeah. I mean that right there is That's an entry in the stop loss. So if you see that, right, and that's why I say like have multiple time frames. Right now, I only got one. But if you see that entry, you take it. It still hasn't hit what I told y'all we were going to hit, right? Like I'll go back to this 3 hour. We still haven't hit here yet. So I'm still expecting price to want to trade up to 18,063.50. Right? This was nothing but wick. This was just a lot of damage, right? Look at this. This was a 3 hour entry right here, right? So I'm still very much bullish. I don't care that this candle is red right now, right? This until we hit 18,063.50, we're gonna keep getting this little nonsense that you got. And now, if you think about it, right, aren't these like relatively equal highs almost in a sense, right? So, and we go back to the daily. Once again, we go back to the daily. This is a huge fair value gap, y'all. This is a huge value gap. And look how the last 3 days have just been finding support from there, right? So if we look at our trend-based fib extension and we just draw it off of today's date, wrong thing. I mean, yesterday's candle, since it was the first green candle after red, right? We just look at that. Right now, we're here at 18,007.25. But I'm looking for price to come back up to that 1.618. We look at this off the 1 hour. Let's see if I can find something off the 1 hour. No, don't like the 1 hour. Let's see if I can find off the 4 hour. No. Yeah, even this. Look at that. This literally gave us entry, stop loss. Like, so does everybody understand why I'm still trying to do calls? Right? Like, I get that we had that little red moment, but I'm still trying to only really do calls right now. So those setups that you're seeing, they're gonna work out. So I'm waiting. I still got another 4 minutes and 44 seconds before I try to take another trade. I'm trying to take it off of here, and I'm gonna set myself up for success now by preparing here and here. Now notice sometimes price will close and not come back to our entry. Well, during this candle, we came back to this entry several times. Several times we came back to this entry. And that was because the 5 minute was giving entries. So like if I was to take this call right now, right, I would have to use this as my stop loss. So tomorrow, y'all can share this link with whoever to have them join. Because on the first, the Discord, y'all gonna keep the same price you pay now. So whatever you pay up until now, you'll keep that price forever. But I'm increasing my price to the Discord to $200 a month. So anybody that joins after March 1st will be paying double. Now I'm kind of I want this Favy made to cross above this 200 on the 1 minute, right? Like that will show me that price wants to continue to keep going higher. We're back at the entry for sales almost, by the way. So just let y'all know that channel, we're back at it again. And here we go, the 15-minute. 99525. So I got my limit order set to take that for an entry now. There we go. Puts me in. Y'all see how I waited for that right there?
Yes, sir. I actually took the sale down to there and got out as soon as it touched it.
Nice. Another $100. Guess what? Close position. All right, that was another $100 right there. I know I did not play to my targets, but I just got out. And I'm just trying something a little different, right? $100 at a time. and just trying to add to the thing. But I'm going to end live trading right here and I'm going to walk away. I'm going to walk away and take my gains as they are right now. I'm nowhere near my target of $1,500, but I don't have to trade all in one session right now. And I've had a string of wins and I'm deciding to walk away. So I'm going to end the Zoom and I will see you guys for market recap later this evening. I will post some trades inside of the Discord when I see something. So just pay attention to that. But, you know, I think you're better off trying to do calls than do sales right now. And that is going to be it for me.
Cheers, TJ. It's been good.
So, yeah.
Thanks, DJ.